Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So as you guys know, and I did some fortune telling earlier this evening, I'm going on my first date in a very, very, very long time, and there's some bittersweet news about this. Actually, I have been so heartbroken over the last month, or actually more than just the last couple of months. The last couple of months is only when it really hit a high gear that it caused all sorts of trouble in my life. I've been so messed up for so long that a lot of things, I need to resolve a number of things before Saturday. I'm recording this on Monday night, and there are a number of things I need to resolve. First and foremost, and this definitely needs to get resolved, I need to clean out my car. I was living in my car for some time during the spring when it was comfortable. Obviously, I moved it to a apartment in Phoenix and now a house here in Apache Junction. But I never really cleaned out the car. Sometimes the weather doesn't really permit it, right? As soon as you turn off the car, it's like, gee, you can run the air conditioning as you're driving. As soon as you turn off the car, it's like the air conditioning was never on in the first place. And so you run into the home. Sometimes, you to give you an idea how bad the heat was, sometimes you run so fast you forget something in the car. God forbid if you accidentally leave like a pack of chicken or something in the car, right? It happens, right? It not recently, obviously. And I left chicken in the car one time. Fortunately, I know a little bit about chemistry, so I fumigated the car with electrolysis of salt water. It makes chlorine gas, and it even then it took like a whole day of doing that just to get the smell of the rotten chicken out of the car. But I never really cleaned up the car because of how messed up I was. I swore I was going to do it the first time we had a 80-degree day. 90-degree days came, 80 came, 70 came, 60 came. I never got around to it, in large part because I was so messed up. As you guys saw, last month I had a week where I got into multiple near miss car accidents and all that. I It's hard for me to talk about. I can't even keep my memory anymore. But so I need to go clean out my car. The next thing I got to do is I got to clean out my body. I haven't been taking very good care of my habits, in large part because of how messed up I have been. I need to get better sleep hygiene, and I need to stop using. I've been using a lot of lithium orotate. I mean, it's probably a good idea to take 10, 20 milligrams a day, but I've been taking more like hundreds of milligrams a day. And I need to get back down to a normal dose. I've also been abusing Sudafed. I know it sounds strange, but I was so messed up that I wasn't I was having difficulties with chest pain, believe it or not, and I was using Sudafed, if you could believe it, and I was using quite a bit more than you might use. I have since stopped using it, but only for a few days now, and even then, I keep instinctively wanting to go back, but hopefully I'll correct that. And I need to cut back on my caffeine intake. I'm not using as much caffeine as I was last year, but still a considerable amount. I eat 4 ounces of baking chocolate a day, and then I drink a lot of tea on top of all of that. When I did the calculation, I'm consuming about 2 grams of caffeine a day. Still a far cry from what I used to do, but a lot more than I want to. I had a time when I was off of caffeine for a number of months, and I thought I had eased back into a normal amount, but I guess I wasn't home free just yet, if it's even possible to be home free, right? I don't know. I'll have to rethink about that as well. I don't want to shock my system too much though, because obviously I don't want to be messed up for this date, right? This is something I probably should have thought about longer than just a week before the date, right? I did some reading, and there are certain foods that have some chemistry to them that give off attractive odors, right? Celery was the main one, but there are a few more. I need to get to be eating those things. And then I need to go. I offered a reward to my friend at the church for setting me up on this date. He doesn't want it, but I need to convince him to take it because it's good karma, right? And finally, I need to go donate my hair for both because I need a haircut and for good karma as well. And so a lot of things. Oh, there's one more thing I need to do. I've been so messed up that I the last couple of weeks and months have been so much of a blur. I want to go recheck some of the work that I've done. I teach at a community college. I've been writing course material. I want to recheck some of the work that I recently did because I have been so messed up. I cannot imagine there not being some mistakes in there, right? Um, and if need be, I might need to apologize to some of my students and or my colleagues. But when I do that, it will be a good chance for me to be human again, right? So when I apologize and let them know that I've been dealing with a heartbreak situation, I apologize that my notes were a little bit off. It'll be a good chance for me to be human in front of these people. So in order from most important to least important, I would say probably clean the car, haircut, the clean, or actually clean the car, clean the body, the haircut, the reward, and check my work and fix up things and apologize. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.